Charles River. I could die right now, Clem. I'm just happier. I've never felt that before.
Exactly clear whether they even truly exist or could be shown to in the physical universe. If they do, if one day physics finds
Hello.
use for them, that's great.
So, I'll be continuing where I left off on the last Minecraft stream. It's been a while. I think it's been almost a week. So, let me. I was AFKing here earlier, so that we can get the amount of villagers that we need. Let's turn it down a bit more. Say 80% would be good. Let's turn down friendly creatures a bit, just because when there's a lot of them, they get annoying. I was AFKing. Hi, hello. Is the stream quality good today? Are you able to change it on the through the Twitch things, like through settings, or is it only giving you the 1080p option? Actually, give me a second. Let me see if I can do something about that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm not there yet. So sadly, if that is truth, then I probably won't be able to do anything about that. Okay, I think if that is, if what you were saying before with being affiliate is true, then this won't change anything. But I think my bitrate's too high to. Let me turn that down real quick. I'm using OBS, and you can't do it through that. All you can really change for the streaming is the bitrate that you stream to. I'm looking at the Twitch broadcast guidelines, and currently I'm doing 5500 kilobits per second, but it's saying that for 720p 60 frames per second, 4500 is what you want to do. So I'm a bit too high. Let me turn that down. Yeah, I just changed it. It might take a second, but if not, that doesn't work, then we might not be able to do that. I might not be able to change it. Go back into the game. All right. It should be good now based on what it said before, but as long as it's okay for you, I guess that's all that matters. So what I've been working on, is making an iron farm. So I spent last stream sort of moving the villagers over there. I finished working on that off stream just because it's kind of boring, and I already did that on a different stream. So yes, an iron farm to force spawn iron golems and then kill them so that they drop iron. Is the audio good? Can you hear everything fine? It's not too loud. Everything good on that end? All right, good. Let me pull up the farm on how to build the farm. All right, nice. That's good. So we are missing 2 elements for the farm, and that's just the I can build the frame for the farm, but I won't be able to actually make it functional, I don't think, in the stream. So unfortunately, I'll probably have to do that off stream. It's not too all that really means is that I don't have the proper name tags, or I don't have name tags to name the zombies. I mean, actually, I might not need name tags if I give them items. Let me know if there is still problems, so I can see if I can change some other settings to make it run a bit better. But all right, nice. All right, nice. That's good. Sorry if I'm not as talkative on Minecraft streams. It's hard to focus and talk sometimes. Yes, I did do an Elden Ring playthrough, I believe. I finished playing through it like 2 weeks ago, I think. It was before I did a BioShock. But yes, I have played Elden Ring. It's a really good game. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry to get water. I realized I didn't get myself water before the stream started. Yeah, for Elden Ring, I was thinking of also playing through like the second I think it's called the like New Game Plus, right? The second journey on stream. I just wanted to do some other games before I did that because it took me a month to of just playing Elden Ring between Minecraft streams, I guess, or I guess it'd be Minecraft between Elden Ring streams. I mainly focused on I mainly focus on like the story games that I play, like the story games, and Minecraft's just sort of something to give variety to the streams that I do. But it took me a month of like 80 hours, like 80 plus hours to play through the entire game. And I missed a whole bunch of stuff because I progressed too soon when I wanted to do some other things, and made it impossible to do things that I wanted to do. So yeah, so in the New Game Plus, I'm planning on doing the things that I missed. So in the corners, I need to. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm looking forward to. I struggled a bit at the beginning to because I had sort of a build that I wanted to run, but it honestly I'm not the best at the game, so it took me a bit to get the build because I was running an intelligence strength build. So, and it took me a bit to sort of get things that scale with both strength and intelligence. So I was sort of like I was fumbling around for like the first 10 hours of the game because I couldn't figure out. I couldn't, because I was really focused on making the build, and I don't know. It was a bit of a struggle, to say the least. Yeah, I don't mind using summons. Yeah, for like, I ended up using summons, like, summoning random people for 2 of the bosses, because I just couldn't do it with, with my skills, and, honestly really sloppily made, class. I had to, like, Melania, I think is her name. I'm the lady that keeps yelling, I'm the sword of Melika every time she kills you. And the Ryzen, I believe is his name. Mainly for like the Elden Beast. I could do Ryzen by myself, but the Elden Beast was a bit too difficult. I guess a hybrid between mage and physical. I use glintstone sorcery, and I typically my main weapon was what was it called? It wasn't I think, what was it called? It's the one you get in Caelid. It's like, its special attack is the Transient Moon one, so that was my build. I scaled with, what is it? Strength and Intelligence. Yeah. That's what I focused on. Yeah, Moonveil. That's what it is. I couldn't think of the name. Not the Moonveil. Moonveil scaled. It does scale with dexterity and strength, but also intelligence. Yeah. It's in strength and dex, I believe. Mainly strength and intelligence. If I'm not. Yeah, because whenever you upgrade it, it's mainly intelligence and strength that levels up. Or gets higher, scales more, I guess. I'm mistaken. Actually, that's just from my memory. It's been a bit. Although I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah, I guess it is a. Yeah, I guess it is a mainly a dex, but I used it just because the what is it? Its special attack is pretty good, but also it scales with intelligence. There's not really many physical weapons, at least that I could find, that scales with intelligence without also scaling with faith, because I wasn't increasing faith. I don't know. There's probably better weapons, but I couldn't find any, or through my very limited research, couldn't find one that fit my build better. Yeah. It was better than the one I was using before, because I used the yeah. Yeah. That was sort of one of the struggles. You couldn't get put an Ash of War on like weapons that were scaling with intelligence. that was an issue that I did run into. I was using the crystal sword that you get in that one sort of cave by near the academy, which I used. It was pretty good, especially since it also scaled with intelligence. But once I found the Moon Veil, I just used that. It did more damage at least. So I don't know. It's probably a very inefficient build that I was running, because the first build that I had was pretty good, but once I started advancing, I sort of did things on my own, and and I'm not really the most. I only played through like before Elden Ring. I want to play through all of the Soulsborne franchise, but yeah, I only before Elden Ring. I started playing Dark Souls 1, the first Dark Souls, at the beginning of the year, and I decided to play Elden Ring instead, because it was first off a really popular game, but it was also a really cool game because I really like open world games. Give me a second. Filtering. There we go. Yeah, it was a really fun game. I really like sort of the difficulty that sort of the Soulsborne type games have. I'm just not the best. It's not really a frustrating game. It's not really like a rage game, because once you realize that you're going to die, doesn't really make you mad, unless you're like sitting there for 2 or 3 hours fighting one boss, not really doing anything different, and getting frustrated at your lack of skill, like I did multiple times, like with the Melina, right? I spent like 5 hours trying to fight her, and at the very end of that 5 hours, because I was like, it was the last time I was doing it, I somehow beat her with the help of 2 other summons. And there was also the 2 fucking gargoyles in. Yes, exactly. Death is a learning experience, except for when you decide not to learn and just keep doing the exact same thing over and over again, like I did a lot. Because you don't learn anything if you don't try to do anything new. And at the very beginning, especially with the 2 gargoyles in the Sofra River, I believe, in front of the waterfall, I struggled quite a bit to yeah, that's what I did after like 6. No, it was like 4 hours, not in a row. It was like 2 hours, and then 2 hours again after I came back, before I decided to try anything new in that fight. That's when I started using the Moon Veil, and I also used the Mimic Tear as well, but it wasn't leveled up or anything, so it was pretty bad. I did most of the fight by myself. Yeah, that is, yeah, like I said, I ended up doing that. I ended up leveling up quite a bit as well. Although I felt um, I guess annoyed because I was watching videos about like how to fight, like off stream, how to fight those gargoyles, and like everyone was saying that they're doing it at like level 30, and I was like I think I was like level 80 or 90 at the time, so I kind of felt like I was just really bad, which might be true. At least not necessarily in my skills, but just how I went about the fights. I got impatient a lot. So I died so many times, like right at the end of a fight, because I got greedy trying to finish the fight. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably also true. Okay. There was also I'm really ashamed of it, kind of, but I sort of had to, I guess, cheese the Phantom version of the Loretta, the Carrion Knight, I believe. You know, the main boss of the Carrion Manor, the Phantom version of the Loretta Knight. I kind of had to cheese that because to make my build, I had to it was glintstone magic, right? That's what my build is glintstone magic. But you need, or one of like the more important people is Sorcerer Selene, and to do that I think you have to go through the Carrion Manor to get to Ranni, so you can start her quest line, so that you can, you know, meet up with Sorcerer Selene through the Celavis's sort of quest. The Celavis potion quest, I believe is what it was. So I ended up choosing that. Didn't really have any build, right? I had no strengths and like a whole bunch of weakness. Plus I was like still new to the game at the time. So yeah. Oh, waypoint. I guess, yes, I guess you are right. Yeah, you are right. But I didn't know that at the time. I only saw that like she was connected to the Ranni quest, I believe. Was it the Ranni quest? I don't know. But I was trying to get to Ranni, I guess. It might not have been to go to Sorcerer Selene, but I think it was definitely to go to Ranni's Rise. Right. Yeah. I think I'm just getting things mixed up, but it was definitely to get to Ranni's Rise. But basically, I guess the cheese was that if you sort of exit the game at a certain point, and then restart the game, you'll end up going back into the boss fight area. But Loretta is stationary because she doesn't realize the fight has started, and then you can just kill her. I didn't like that I did that, but I did end up fighting like the real Loretta, like not the phantom version of her, in the Haligtree. Right, because you have to fight her there. But I was just frustrated because she was like the hardest boss that I had fought up to that point. And I didn't feel like it was necessary because it wasn't like Godric and Margit, I think is what his name was. Yeah, I just was frustrated because I was wanting to do something and wasn't able to because she was in the way. But I did end up sort of, I guess, making up for it by fighting the real Loretta. She might have been, I don't know if she was stronger, but I was definitely stronger at the time. So I guess it's not really an even fight if she was the same. But yeah, I did that. Not really proud of it, but I did. Yeah. You know, it's just, yeah. I don't know. I guess I was sort of like with the mindset of like you need to make everything as hard as you can in Souls game, because that was sort of like what I was thinking at the time, right? You know, with people who get super upset if you don't play, you like don't do things a certain way. But I don't know. And then they yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much, I guess. But it does feel cheap though, because I got what I wanted without having to actually do anything for it, you know? Which never really feels good, right? I mean, you get what you want, but yeah, I mean, yeah, even with that, I still don't really like how I ended up doing that, just because yeah, I mean, it's more like how I feel about it, because it feels cheap getting what you want without having to actually work for it. And I didn't really work for it if I like didn't really have to fight her. Oh. Sorry, I'm seeing what the yeah, I guess like give me a second. Sorry about that. My roommate came in, and I don't really like I don't really feel comfortable talking too much when he's here. But yeah, I guess you are right. I can go rematch her, but again, it's not really on the same level. Actually, I am curious. Are the bosses harder in New Game Plus, or is it like the same, but you get all the stuff that you had before? Because if they're like harder, then I guess yeah. But it's like I was also at like a lower level, so fighting her would I guess I would be able to fight her again. So you are right there. I don't know if the bosses are harder though, because you know you do start with an advantage. Ah, okay. So I pretty much know her moveset. So yeah, the runes you gain, especially I guess especially in the beginning area, it's like 5 times as much. Yeah, I know that the runes increase. I just didn't know if the bosses were harder. I guess harder is in the sense that I guess they're more powerful, but they're like the same. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it does. So they like... Yeah, but like... Yeah, I guess you are right there. But, you know, harder in like Souls games, like the Souls type games, is mainly about like the moves and not really... Because it's not like other games where like they just... Enemies are just have more health or something like you would find in like story games or like other sort of RPG games. The difficulty comes from like the move set, right? It comes from like being able to figure out the moves and being able to adjust accordingly, right? That's at least that's what I find hard about the game. Yeah, so it's not really about like the stats. But yes, I guess if they do more damage, it is, I guess you're sort of at like the same level, right? I guess you're right. There's not really stress. No reason to be stressed. Yeah, I guess, yeah, there's nothing to worry about too much there. So, you know, I guess if they have more health, then it sort of scales to be sort of like the same, right? Not necessarily harder. It's just since you're starting more higher, it scales to the bosses as well. No, it's not like that. Whoop, too far. change the music a bit. Kind of repetitive. Yeah, this one's much better. Sorry, I'm looking at the design for the iron farm that I'm building. So that would have to wait until... Yeah. So I think all that's left for this farm is just getting all the entities in, which takes like a really long time to do. So I'll probably just do that not on stream because I have to get zombies. I need to find the correct zombies and move them over. There's zombies that can pick up items, which not all of them can, and then I'll move them in, finish building sort of the structure around them so they don't die in the daylight. Get the villagers in, which I already have like half of the step done by, you know, having them there. And then the nether side, but I'll probably do most of that off camera, at least the zombie part off camera, because that'll take a while. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish that for now. What just happened? What? My elytra break? What just happened? What? I zoned out for a second, and then I died. Do I have any boats? I think either my elytra broke or I don't know where I died. I died on the way here, so I think it's just like directly in that direction. But like I think my elytra might have broke because I haven't gone to mend it in a while and I don't have unbreaking on it. But I fell out of the sky. That's what happened, and it just died. So I need to go get my stuff before it despawns because I had some pretty good stuff, especially that elytra. That's something that I can't really replace. I don't think I was too far from here, but still, that's surprising. I zoned out for a second and I died. Yeah, I mean that's mainly just for my carelessness. Like I was not paying attention, but I was not paying attention to the game at the time, but I was also not paying attention to the status of my things, especially something that puts me like really high up in the air. I definitely need to pay attention to that, right? So it's mainly my fault. It's not really unlucky. I would say it's more my carelessness. I think I died around here though. Maybe. Yeah, I guess that is true. Yeah, I guess I might have been able to save myself if I was paying attention. But yeah, I guess it is unlucky that happened right then. You're right. Where did I don't even know where I was at, to be honest, since I wasn't paying attention. And when I was paying attention, because I heard me stop flying, I wasn't. I was focused more on trying to survive and not on where I was. I don't think I was here. I think I was further in. I think I was near either this mountain or the mountain over there. Because I know it was like, there was like a big hill to my my left and I was falling. And since I was going in that direction, this would be my left. That direction would be my left. Although there was some caves. Is it up here? I'm gonna do something that I wouldn't consider cheating. It's just going into spectator mode or spectate. Oh. Yeah, all I can do is fly around. Just makes it easier to try to find some things. Let's see. Is it over here? Oh. I have no idea where I was at. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I guess that is true. I do it all the time. But you know, some people are very here it is. Here's my stuff. Some people are like very icky. Like it's like with like Souls game, like especially Elden Ring, where like people freak out if you don't play the game. Yeah, my Elytra did break. If you don't play the game exactly how they would. Some people would consider that cheating. I don't necessarily, but yeah. Yeah, I guess that is true. As well. I gotta go repair that. But yeah, some people like get really upset if you don't play. If you use any sort of thing that isn't just pure survival. So. Alright, I will not worry. That's good. And at least you're self-aware. Some people aren't. This stuff away before I go to the end and hopefully not die, but there's always the potential of dying and like losing all of your things, and that's not fun to do. So in like Elden Ring, you didn't sort of hold yourself to like a higher standard than you necessarily need to? Or am I getting that the opposite of what you're saying? So like the first half of the game, you tried to do everything like make things the hardest you can, and then you sort of, I guess, mellowed out. Yeah. For me, I guess for me that was the gargoyles. But is the Crucible Knight the one that it's the one that grows wings like partway through the fight, and like is that the right one? Where it grows wings and flies and then fucks your shit up? Just so I know what you're talking about, and that one definitely was difficult. Let me see, just so I'm uh I think I know what I don't think I did that one specifically. I don't think I did that grave. I don't think I ever got to that one. Yeah, I know yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't think I fought two of them at the same time. That sounds like hell, to be honest. I've only fought them one at a time, but even then, it was still pretty difficult. Let me do something real quick. Let me turn that down so it's not deafening. Yeah, like, I guess I did the same thing you did, is I tried to hold myself at, like, the standard of what, how other people think is the best way to play the game. But, like I said, once I got to the Gargoyle Knights, I took every chance I could to use whatever I could to try to beat them, because I spent forever and making no progress. Yeah, the Crucible Knights were, yeah, they were definitely difficult. At least when I fought them. Where the hell did you come from? Yeah, I guess that's a good way. I mean, I've nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with like trying to make a game more difficult for yourself, and thinking that's sort of the right way to play the game. I mean, as long as you don't like get mad at someone who doesn't do that, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't really consider that elitist. I guess that's maybe sort of like a quiet elitist, but I'm saying when I use like elitist before, I mainly meant like people who tried to force other people to play the way they think a game should be played. Just a heads up, I will be ending the stream soon. I'm gonna go put something back over here, and then I'll yeah, I honestly, the people who take the time out of their day to help people fight bosses are like really good, because that's helped me a few times. I mean, I want to try. I always try to help, even if it's not really helping a whole bunch whenever I use a summon. But Yeah, I never did that. I never just hid. I definitely did try to help. I, I felt like, I guess, I mean, I wanted to participate in sort of the fight because, you know, what's the point of having someone else play the game for you, right? But sometimes you do need the help of somebody. So the people who take the time out of their days and, you know, summon, get summoned over and over again to that's a funny way to describe it, but I guess that's literally what it is. But yeah, um, yeah, yeah. I always try to help. That's sort of the standard that I hold myself to. Is I guess except for that one fight with Loretta, I always try to like, it's more satisfying in the end when you actually do work, even if you're not doing as much work. But yeah, that's typically what I do. I don't like just doing that and leaving someone else to do all the work for me. That's not really fun. Um, but yeah, this is where I'm gonna end the stream for today. Uh, next Minecraft stream, yeah, next Minecraft stream will be Tuesday, but either Tuesday or Sunday. Might be Sunday. Next Minecraft stream is probably gonna be Sunday. Actually, you check. I mean, yeah. Tomorrow I am streaming Amori. Uh, and if you want to know, yeah, tomorrow is Amori. I'm playing that tomorrow and Saturday. It's at the same time. I'm gonna be playing longer than I did yesterday, just because I had school today. So yesterday I couldn't really stay. Um, yeah, I know how the story goes in the game, but I've never really experienced it, like all of it. I've sort of gotten a plot summary just because I saw a video. It was a really good video, but it was like 2 hours long that went over a lot of things. I only remember the very end of that game, but I kind of know, so I guess the reveal. But I still want to experience it. I think it's a really good story, at least what I remember. Yeah, they went over like the story and sort of did like an English. They did a video essay on it, and it was a really good video. Even yeah, but I saw that video like 2 years ago, so I only really know the end. But it wasn't intentional. I never thought I would actually play the game, but I got the game for free, I think, or I got it in a sale, I think. It wasn't for free. I got it in a sale, so I got it, and then I saw it on my when I finished yeah, when I finished BioShock, I saw it in my thing and thought it would be a good game to play. Um yeah, it sucks that I did spoil it, but I don't know. I guess I don't really the ending is not really important, but it's like how you get there, and I don't really remember how it got there. I don't really know all like the details either, since it was just like a review. That was like a fraction of the length of the actual game. But yeah, tomorrow and Saturday will be Amori. I typically go between like 3 to 5 hours during those streams. I start at the same time, but I try to play longer because during the weekends or Friday and Saturday I get more time to play. But yeah, um, so I'll be doing that. If you want to know like the details, like the specific details of my schedule, because I don't really remember it off the top of my head, it is in my linked tweet or pinned tweet. Sorry, pinned tweet at the top of my profile. If you want to, I posted it the other day. I think I posted it Wednesday. I don't really remember. But yeah, I will be doing that. That's my plan. But yeah, thank you for coming. It was really nice to, interact with somebody for a change. So that was nice. I'm glad we got the bit rate stuff and like the quality good to go. But yeah, that'll be it for the stream. Thank you for coming. Bye.